Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing alright. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dalmas Egan, and today I want to bring to you a very interesting topic, that is diversity and inclusion improve organization performance. First, let me ask a simple question. What makes an organization truly successful? One, is it strategy? Is it technology, or is it profit margins? While all these are important, research increasingly points to something more human: diversity and inclusion. Today, I will argue that diverse and inclusive workforce enhances creativity, decision making, and overall organization performance, even though it may initially create communication challenges. I will first define what diversity and inclusion mean in the workplace, then present 3 reasons why they are essential to organization success, before addressing and refuting the main counterclaims that diversity creates conflict and slows productivity. Let us go into the meat of the matter. The first point: diversity enhances innovations and creativity. Now, while most organizations thrive when they bring people together who think differently, according to Shaw et al. 2018, diversity refers to the presence of differences including race, gender, culture, and perspectives, while inclusion ensures that every individual feels valued and heard. A study by Hewlett, Marshall, and Sherbin 2018 found that companies with diverse teams were 45% more likely to report growth in markets and shares, about 75 to 70% likely to capture new markets. This happens because diverse employees bring fresh ideas and challenge group thinking, the dangerous habit of everyone agreeing just to maintain harmony. For example, when you look at global companies like Google and Microsoft, they attribute much of their innovations to having multicultural, gender diverse, and teams that foster creativity. Now, when organizations embrace diversity, they don't just create a fairer workplace, but they gain competitive advantage. Number 2. Inclusion improves employee engagement and retention. However, diversity alone is not enough. Inclusion must follow. Imagine inviting people to a party but never asking them to dance. Now, inclusion is that act of inviting them into the dance floor. Research by Roberson 2019 shows that inclusive organizations experience higher job satisfaction and lower turnover rates. When employees feel respected and involved, they commit more deeply to their organization mission. From a human resource management perspective, inclusive practices such as transparent communication, fair promotion system, and cross-cultural training build trust and psychological safety. This sense of belonging leads to higher engagement, reduces absenteeism, and better team collaboration, all which direct to boost productivity. Number 3. Diversity strengthens decision making and financial performance. The benefits of diversity extends beyond moral. They influence the bottom line. A large-scale body by Nishii, Prince, and Dixon-Fyle 2020 found that organization is a top quartile for gender and ethnic diversity, where 25% more likely to outperform their peers financially. But why? Because diversity brings different perspectives to the decision-making table, helping organizations identify risks, connect with varied customer bases, and adapt to changing environments. In an increasingly global economy, an organization that reflects its diverse clients is more equipped to meet their needs effectively. What are some of the counterclaims? 1. Diversity causes conflict and slows decisions. Critics often argue that diverse teams experience more conflict, slower decision-making, and communication difficulty. Indeed, Van Knippenberg and Schippers 2007 note that demographic and cultural differences can sometimes lead to misunderstanding or subgroup divisions. In short term, these challenges are real. People from different backgrounds may disagree to approaches or priorities. However, these conflicts can actually be productive if managed correctly. Rebuttal. Effective management transforms conflicts into strength. Now, when organizations cultivate inclusion and train leaders in cultural competence, they turn potential conflict into creativity. As Shaw et al. 2018 emphasized, inclusion acts as a bridge between diversity and performance, ensuring that differences fuel innovation rather than division. Moreover, Nishii 2018 found that inclusive and climate moderates the negative effects of diversity by promoting mutual respect and open communication. In other words, the problem is not diversity itself, but it's how it is managed. Strong leadership, inclusive policies, and clear communication channels transform diversity into an organization asset, not a liability. To conclude, diversity and inclusion are not just moral imperatives. They are strategic necessities. They drive innovations, strengthen engagements, and improve financial outcomes. Yes, diversity may bring initial challenges, but when paired with inclusions, it creates a dynamic, resilience, and high-performing organization. As future leaders, let us not only simply talk about diversity, let us live it, because inclusive workplaces are not fairer, they are smarter. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and see you next time. Bye.